Did Terence Crawford just get mistaken for somebody else? That's what I want to talk about in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I came across this. I seen this, follow Terence Crawford, and he posted this. Guess my name is Tyrone James now. People will give you any name that comes to their mind, right? So, for more on that, it's the clip you seen at the beginning. This guy was like, I guess called him Tyrone James. And then Crawford says, what the F? This is the second person that asked me for a pic and called me Tyrone James in two completely different states. This Tyrone James guy must be a bad man. Wow. So at first glance, you know, Crawford being called Tyrone James appears to be, you know, no big deal. I don't even know. Who is this? I guess there's a boxer named Tyrone James. I didn't even know that. He don't even look like Crawford to me. I don't know. I don't know who that is. Let me see if he's active. He's 12 and that don't look like Crawford to me. That's weird. Jimmy. Oh yeah, he fought this year, but then he didn't fight. He fought in 2022, and before that, he fought in 2019. So he was on like a big layoff. So I don't know if this is the guy they're referring to, but that's the name that I guess they keep calling Terence Crawford. Again, a little bit weird. So at first glance, that doesn't seem to be a big deal. You know, I know a lot of people are like, oh, so what's the big deal? He got a case of mistaken identity. But for me, I do think it's a big deal because I'm a strategist. I look at the books like The Art of War, Sun Tzu, you know, General Patton, things like that. Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power. And I believe in a lot of those lessons. So I think you should move stealthy, strategic, and like Tupac said, plan, plot, strategize, and bomb first. So Bud Crawford putting this out, to me, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, this surely certifies that he's not the A side. That's why people on social media, they got to really watch what they put out, because something that is seemingly harmless fun, like, okay, I keep getting called the wrong name or whatever. When you look at stuff like that, there are examples where it might be able to hurt you and or it doesn't lend credence to what you're fighting for, if that makes sense. So Terence Crawford, will he fight Errol Spence? We have to wait and see. But to me, Terence Crawford, if he's arguing for 50-50, if he's feeling that he's the man and he wants similar pay, you're not even being called, you're a celebrity boxer and people are calling you Tyrone James. I just don't see that as being good for the brand. And I know Crawford probably didn't think about this angle when he put it out, because he put it out on multiple, you know, through the tweet and then the video. But if people are not knowing who you are in public, that surely doesn't help lend credence to the idea that you're the A side over Errol Spence Jr. And that's the point I'm making. And I know a lot of you goofies will say, oh, Ego, you're reaching with that. But am I? Am I really reaching? That's not a reach when it comes to business. In business, you got to protect your brand and you got to stand for what you stand for. So that's not a reach at all. For example, if you're trying to close a house and you're in escrow trying to buy a house and get the keys, but you have not yet accomplished that mission and you haven't passed everything that needs to be passed, all the checks and escrow, and you haven't cleared that, that's still in limbo. They tell you don't actually go in, open a bunch of credit cards, because anything that crops up or pops up, like, okay, this person's trying to buy this house, but then they're applying for a loan. This person is trying to buy a house, but they're applying for all these credit cards and they have all these credit inquiries on their credit report during the same time frame. Those things are typically not what you would want to do in a process like that. You would want to actually secure the bag, get the house, get the keys, and then maybe do something, because then at that point it's already done. And that's kind of how I feel with business in general. I think that's a great example, using realty and, you know, a realtor situation or a homeowner situation. You're not going to do anything that hurts your chances of getting that house, like mess up your credit or have past due payments or a bunch of credit inquiries, as I just mentioned, right? So for Terence Crawford, who a lot of people speculatively believe that he is wanting more money and things like that, and then he's going to his social media saying he's being mistaken for this guy or someone else named Tyrone James. I just don't see how that's great for the brand. That's just me personal, and that's my personal opinion. At the end of the day, you guys can say whatever you want, and some people are like, oh, you're looking too deep into it, or Crawford probably didn't look at these things, but I think that's real. And I think when it comes to business, when you want to get something, then you got to stay steadfast and true towards what you want. If I want more money, then if anything, I'm going to be doing all the things that show my worth and my value, so there is no doubt, and then I get to secure that bag. So, I hope the fight happens. That's for starters. I hope Terence Crawford, Errol Spence happens. It'd be a travesty and a shame if they don't actually end up fighting next. But to me, I think it's very important for these fighters to take their brand and their celebrity and make sure it's leveraged in the best possible way. So some things, for me, I wouldn't have put that out there. Like if I'm trying to negotiate and I'm trying to say I'm the A side, or I was undisputed in the previous division, I'm the WBO champion, and Bob Arum already slaughtered Terence Crawford's brand and threw him under the bus, said Crawford can't earn money and all this other stuff. And then now Crawford's saying he's in public and people aren't recognizing exactly who he is. They know he's famous, but they're calling him the wrong guy name. Me personally, I wouldn't have put that out. Some things are better left unsaid. If that happened, and I don't doubt that Crawford is telling the truth that it happened, but at the same time, I would just leave that in the abyss. I wouldn't bring light to the fact that people, when I'm out and about, especially when you're in Errol Spence's city, because he was in Dallas for the Virgil Ortiz fight, because it could be people trolling him, you know what I mean? Because he was in Dallas. But then again, if you read the tweet, he said in 2 different states. So I don't know where everyone's coming up with this particular name, but all in all, I don't know. I don't know who this Tyrone James character is. I don't know. I personally wouldn't have put that out. That's basically the point of this video. You guys, let me know what you guys think. Terence Crawford, is that good? Is that conducive to his brand, or getting more money, or getting what he wants in the Errol Spence fight? Drop that in the comment section. SLC, subscribe, like, and comment. I am the best in the business. And on that note, hit him up. Introducing Super Thanks right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.